Envision a united Nordic superstate. From the era of the Vikings, to the global influence of IKEA, Lego, and the beloved Kvik Lungi, to the formidable advancements in sustainable energy. What if Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Iceland were to unite into a single formidable superstate? Imagine a world where the Nordics lead in green technology, AI, and space exploration. The aspiration for a united Nordic region is as ancient as your grandmother's cherished meatball recipe. In the 1400s, the Kalmar Union brought Denmark, Sweden, and Norway together. However, like many family reunions, it concluded in chaos. Advancing to the 1800s, the situation becomes more intriguing. Inspired by the unification of Germany and Italy, some visionary Nordics proposed a similar union. Thus, the Nordic Federation was established in 1871. This was not achieved without strategic royal alliances. Crown Prince Christian of Denmark and Princess Lovisa of Sweden entered into matrimony, solidifying a significant political alliance. Their offspring inherited claims to both thrones, further unifying the region. With Finland's liberation from Russian control in 1885, the Nordic Federation was officially established. Here, history diverges significantly. With a unified Nordic region, Germany's unification does not proceed as it did in our timeline. Consequently, there is no Kaiser Wilhelm, no hyper-militarized Prussia, and no World War I as we experienced it. Instead, we witnessed the Grand European War, a conflict against an ambitious Soviet Union. Nordic troops, experts in winter warfare, effectively disrupt Russian supply lines. Imagine 1,000 Vikings on skis, equipped with early machine guns, shouting "Skål" as they descend upon frozen battlefields. Without Nazi Germany and a dominant Soviet superpower, the global landscape is drastically altered. The United States remains powerful, but now contends with the Nordics and a slower, more decentralized German unification. The Cold War evolves into a tripartite struggle among the Arctic League, the Pan-Eurasian Bloc, and the Atlantic Free States. Instead of NATO versus the USSR, we witness a three-way Cold War where the Nordics lead in green technology, artificial intelligence, and space exploration. Additionally, Sweden becomes the first nation to construct a fully automated, AI-driven IKEA megafactory. Naturally, this is a significant achievement. By 2050, the world is profoundly transformed. The Nordic Federation leads in renewable energy, AI governance, and deep space exploration. Greenland becomes the Earth's primary energy hub. And Mars? Indeed, the first humans on Mars are Nordic. Who else could endure the cold so effectively? So what if the Nordic countries united? You would be living in a world of renewable-powered floating cities, Mars colonies, cyber Vikings, and an IKEA-run AI economy. Quite impressive, isn't it? And if you ever wish to visit this alternate timeline, simply grab a Kvik lunge, step into the nearest IKEA wardrobe, and walk straight through to the Nordic future that might have been. Farewell, and perhaps we shall meet in this fascinating alternate reality. Now let's delve into the cultural impact of a united Nordic superstate. Imagine the blending of rich traditions from Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Iceland into a single vibrant cultural tapestry. First, consider the culinary fusion. Danish smørrebrød meets Swedish meatballs, Norwegian salmon, Finnish rye bread, and Icelandic skyr. The result? A culinary scene that would become the envy of the world. Nordic cuisine, renowned for its emphasis on fresh, local ingredients and sustainable practices, would set global trends. The annual Nordic Food Festival would become a pilgrimage for food enthusiasts worldwide. Next, think about the arts. The Nordic superstate would be a powerhouse of creativity, drawing from its legendary folklore, literature, and modern design. Imagine a new wave of Nordic noir that combines the best of Scandinavian crime fiction with the introspective depth of Finnish literature and the mythic elements of Icelandic sagas. Art, music, and cinema would flourish, with the unified region producing a rich array of cultural exports. In education and social policies, the United Nordics would set new benchmarks. Imagine a world where free education and healthcare are the norm, and the focus on equality and social welfare is paramount. The Nordic model, already admired globally, would be amplified, creating a society where innovation thrives and the quality of life is unparalleled. Sports would also see a transformation. A united Nordic team in the Winter Olympics would be an unstoppable force, dominating events from skiing to ice hockey. The camaraderie and shared passion for winter sports would foster a sense of unity and national pride. And let's not forget the linguistic landscape. While each country would retain its own language, a new lingua franca, perhaps a blend of the Nordic languages, might emerge. This would further strengthen the cultural bonds and create a unique identity for the superstate. In essence, a united Nordic superstate would not only reshape the political and economic landscape, but would also create a cultural powerhouse, a place where tradition and modernity coexist harmoniously, and where the values of sustainability, equality, and innovation lead the way. So, if you're ever in the mood for a cultural adventure, imagine stepping into this united Nordic realm, a place where the past and future merge, creating a vibrant and inspiring world that captures the essence of what it means to be Nordic. Farewell, and perhaps we shall meet in this fascinating cultural tapestry of the Nordic superstate. Now that we've explored the cultural impact, let's shift our focus to the economic benefits and challenges of a united Nordic superstate. Imagine the combined economic power of Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Iceland. Together, they would form an economic powerhouse with a GDP that rivals some of the world's largest economies. The union would create a single large market, eliminating trade barriers and fostering economic growth. However, aligning diverse economic policies and addressing potential disparities would be challenging. Careful planning and cooperation would be essential to harness the full potential of this union. If successful, the United Nordics could become a model of economic resilience and prosperity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the possibilities of a united Nordic superstate. Stay tuned for more fascinating explorations of alternate histories and future scenarios. Imagine a united Nordic superstate. What would be its global impact? Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Iceland together would reshape regional dynamics and influence global affairs. This union would emerge as a significant geopolitical entity. Their combined military capabilities would be a formidable deterrent. Diplomatically, a unified voice in the UN, EU, and NATO would be powerful. Their commitment to peace, climate change, and human rights would be amplified. Controlling Arctic and North Atlantic routes would enhance their geopolitical leverage. Their focus on sustainability would position them as global leaders in climate action. The journey to such a union is complex, but the potential rewards are immense. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the possibilities of a united Nordic superstate. Stay tuned for more fascinating explorations of alternate histories and future scenarios.